Hi, thanks for showing interest in the community football and coaching programme at Northampton Town in partnership with the EFL and the community and the University of South Wales. My name's Tom. I'm the club mentor here at Northampton Town in the community, and I'll be able to give you an introduction to the foundation degree programme which we currently offer at Northampton. Currently, we're one of 44 clubs up and down the country in partnership with both the EFL and the community and also the University of South Wales that offer a blend of what we call blended learning programs that allow learners to develop their theoretical classroom-based knowledge, but then also transfer that into a work-based learning environment, giving them an invaluable amount of hours of hands-on practical experience to then transfer into real-life settings after completion of a degree. The blended learning program allows the lecture content to be accessed 24/7 via the online learning platform called Blackboard. This is then delivered and facilitated by the club mentors, such as myself at Northampton Town, where we will meet for 12 hours in the first year of study and 8 hours in the second year of study per week. And throughout these lectures, these will be led by the specialists and the module leaders from the University of South Wales. But then my role as a mentor is to really add the extra value in for each individual learner to start finding ways to apply some of the knowledge into their own context in and around Northampton and the local area. Each module will have a variety of assessments, including reports, MCQs, which are multiple choice questionnaires, practical coaching elements, and presentations itself. The academic side of the program will then be complemented by work-based learning opportunities. As a club, we will provide opportunities for students to go and get hands-on practical experience in coaching in a wide range of settings as per the needs of individual learners. In the first year of study, this will range between 4 to 7 hours. So we have a heavier academic load in terms of lectures in the first year. And in the second year, this will then rebalance and we'll have a higher amount of hands-on sort of opportunities and a lower amount of lectures in the second year of study. So across the second year, there should be around about 170 hours of this, which are then linked to a placement module. The benefit of this is learners are then able to transfer their knowledge, everything they've started to introduce themselves to or consolidate in the classroom, and then be able to transfer this into their coaching context, wherever that may be. So it could be a primary school, it could be a BTEC coaching program, or it may even be working with participants who may have specific sets of needs. Each year, the students are required to attend 2 residential blocks at the University of South Wales. On each occasion, accommodation will be provided to the student. Breakfast and lunch will also be provided, and the students will have to find their own means for dinner and evening entertainment if they wish so. Given that it's a university campus and a university city in and around Cardiff, there's plenty of opportunity and activities available. The first residential is a great opportunity to network with new students that are going on the same journey as themselves, but also a great chance to meet the lecturers and the module leaders that are going to be supporting them throughout their studies. The second residential is part of the practical assessments of their coaching delivery, and these will normally take place in around April to May each year.
The University of South Wales course in Community Football Coaching and Development is a unique course that's studied via blended learning.
It really does provide you with the knowledge that you need, but also the experience that ultimately is going to get you the job.
It's a national programme, so students don't have to move to university. They can stay close to the family and friends and the commitments and work placements they already have, but still get the benefits of studying in a really unique and fantastic degree programme.
Currently, the EFL are working with over 40 clubs.
Having these little hot spots around the country, it really does help.
The blended learning approach is different to what I would call a traditional university approach. The student will come into the football club rather than a traditional university environment. A typical week will normally involve students working in groups of around 6 to 10 with the mentor, and lectures are pre-recorded and delivered online and are facilitated by that mentor. The lectures being pre-recorded mean they can be accessed at any time, which is a huge benefit.
There are also residential periods throughout the year where students go down to the University of South Wales facilities, and it's a great opportunity to network and learn new skills.
That paired with the work placement opportunities that they receive from the club really adds value to the students' experience.
It's a perfect blend of the theory but also practical elements of everything that students will need to learn.
Actually being able to go out and do it, it really helps me because I'm more of like a hands-on person.
Employment opportunities that they have, they could go into football clubs, working within the football club environment. They could be working as coaches. To have that degree, it opens up a lot of opportunities.
There's so many different aspects of it, which I think is really good.
The mentor bridges the gap between the students and the university.
I'm there to support them and try and guide them on a daily basis.
He's got like an open door policy. You can always go and see him whenever you want.
You get more one-to-one learning, which I find is really helpful, especially for me.
They're always checking in on us, make sure all our work's up to standard. If we ever need anything, we can get in touch with them and they'll help us out.
They're also mixing with the people who are going to be sort of key in supporting their development, but also presenting them with network opportunities and allow them to get jobs, which ultimately is the aim of the course.
We can develop what we learn in the classroom onto what we do in the workplace.
Go for it. Just get out there and gain experience. You're getting more opportunity than anyone else would.
I'd say 100% do it. Definitely jump in with both feet.
If you are serious about wanting a career in sport, I strongly recommend that you take up this course to gain the opportunities and experiences that no other course is providing.
The slide on the screen now provides a bit of information on the modules that you'd be studying each academic year. In the first year of the Community Football Coaching and Development Foundation degree, you'll be studying 6 modules: football event management, academic research and study skills, introduction to sport development, introduction to sports science for football, football coaching theory to practice, technical planning and reflective practice in football. This year, learners have started with academic research and study skills, introduction to sports science, and football coaching theory to practice as the 3 main modules that are studied in September. The academic research and study skills is a vital module to enable the learners to be able to gain their skills required to be able to research effectively, write up their findings, and critique to a high academic standard. This foundation of skills is imperative going forwards for the variety of assessment methods that University of South Wales provide. Football coaching theory to practice is delivered in a split across the year. We start the module in September and allows learners to start to develop and embed a new set of skills where they can go and take into their work-based learning opportunities. We then revisit this module again later in the year to really consolidate some of the learning they've done in the practical environment across the academic year, and then start to refine and then present their main findings in time for their second residential and their coaching presentation and assessments. In the second year of study, learners will study 5 modules: football in society, project operations management, youth football coaching, PE and community school sport, and the last one is a sport placement module, which is referred to as a double module. And as we saw in one of the previous slides, that's the 170 hours of work-based learning opportunity that goes towards this unit. Years 1 and 2 make up the foundation degree. But if a learner wishes to continue into a 3rd year of study in what we call a top-up degree, this is an option as well. This is still delivered remotely by the University of South Wales, and there's still opportunity and scope for learners to access work-based learning opportunities if they so wish. In this degree pathway, learners will study community football coaching theory to practice, critical issues in sports coaching, strategic sports development, leadership in sport, and applied professional project, which is double module. The foundation degree is a blended learning program, so it's really flexible in terms of being able to balance work-based learning opportunities, independent study, and external commitments such as playing for your own sports team or extra part-time work. As you can see from the graphic on the screen, a weekly timetable may look like this. So lectures would take place on a Monday for the whole duration, as they would also on a Friday as well. Work-based learning opportunities may be provided for this individual on a Tuesday morning, and then they're able to then access training for their own club if they were still playing, for example. Wednesdays may be dedicated as an independent study day, when they're directed to a few tasks set by lecturers and the club mentor. And perhaps there may be work-based learning opportunities on a Wednesday afternoon and a Wednesday evening. This is just an example of a weekly timetable, and we can be really flexible. Depending on the work-based learning opportunity an individual seeks, we can then tailor personalised work-based learning opportunities to meet their needs. For example, the blocks of blue where the lectures are fixed on a Monday and Friday, that can't be changed in this case. However, the coaching of the work-based learning opportunities and independent study can be adapted and personalised based on the needs of each individual student. During the 2 years of the foundation degree, there are a wide range of industry qualifications that are available. In the first year of study, all learners will complete the Introduction to Coaching Football. This is to replace the old FA Level 1. In the second year of study, learners will be able to access UEFA C licence, which again has replaced the old Level 2. These are then delivered regionally. Last year, those were delivered at Milton Keynes, so fairly local and requires little travelling from the student. There is also scope to access a multi-skills level 2 qualification. So if you had interest in working in schools after completing the degree, and then multi-skills qualification would be a handy qualification to have on your CV. University of South Wales also implemented a female development programme to allow females to develop their skill set and academic knowledge in what is currently a gender biased industry. The big value of this programme is as well the work-based learning opportunities. So whilst there are a wide range of other programs offer a sports coaching pathway up and down the country, not many are able to offer the vast amount of work-based learning hours that the University of South Wales and Northampton Town Community Trust are able to offer. Blended learning program offers a variety of benefits in comparison to a typical university pathway. If you're staying in the local area, there's not a need to leave home. Therefore, this might save you a significant amount of money when it comes to rent and other bills that may play a part in that as well. If you stay at home, there's not the need to leave any part-time jobs or any other opportunities that arise in the local area. So if you're still continuing to play football for your local team, that can continue rather than having to relocate and find a new team to play for. To me, the biggest selling point of the program is the invaluable work-based learning opportunities. If you were to complete a 3-year program, there'd be over 500 hours of real-life experience that you would have been able to gather and apply new skills and knowledge to. In the previous slide, we mentioned about getting the UEFA C in your second year study. The UEFA C makes you eligible to access paid employment on a casual contract. So that if you were to be flourishing in your work-based learning opportunities where you may be working with another coach, and in time you may be confident enough and knowledgeable enough to then lead your own sessions for which you may be paid for. You'd also be representing Northampton Town, whilst on placement in and around the local community, and whilst on site at the University of South Wales. At that point, when you come for residentials at the university, you'd be one of potentially 600 students from 40 plus clubs. There's a wide range of pathways which you may look to progress onto, and the slide on the screen now doesn't do justice to the variety of pathways that are available at the conclusion of a foundation degree or a full bachelor's degree. A lot of students utilise the foundation degree as a natural stepping stone into full-time employment as a community coach in and around the club's foundations or trusts. However, there has been a growing number the last few years of students progressing from the foundation degree programme and becoming mentors in years to come, doing what I'm doing now. As with all university programmes, there are entry requirements. For the foundation degree, community football coaching and development, typically from BTEC, we'd see any student that's doing a diploma pathway equivalent to 2 A-levels to be entering with a merit pass profile or an extended diploma pathway of merit pass. Those that are studying A-levels at the moment, typical offer is double D, and one of those A-levels to be in science, mathematics, physical education, or psychology. In general, 48 UCAS points is the entry requirement to access the programme. For more in-depth information about the foundation degree in community football coaching, please have a look at this QR code that's available on the screen now. The first one on the left will take you to the 2-year foundation degree programme. The one on the right will take you to information around the topic here. So what are your next steps? The application must go through UCAS preferably or direct to University of South Wales. If you were to go through UCAS. The deadline for this is the 29th of January 2025. However, the full cut-off date for direct applications through the University of South Wales is the end of May. We advise in the meantime, any questions or anything you wish further clarity around, just speak to myself. My email is on screen there, tom.ash@ntfc.co.uk. Once your application is complete via UCAS or direct to the University of South Wales, we'd recommend then starting to apply for student loans via the student loan company. It's worth noting at this point that the first residential block is going to be the week commencing the 25th of August. So it's worth keeping this free as this is a compulsory part of your studies. I hope this video has been able to provide a foundation of interest for the programme itself. Any questions, please feel free to contact me via my email.